Good morning, students. As we have completed the digestion and absorption chapter, we shall practice some of the important bits of this digestion and the absorption lesson. So, this file, the PDF file, I'll be attaching the link of this PDF file along with this video only. You have to download it and practice even the questions of this chapter, which will be very useful for your CET and the NEET. So, the first question: the process of conversion of complex food substances to simple absorbable forms is called. So, the first question, it is very easy. The conversion of complex food substances to simple absorbable forms, it is called as the digestion. The second one: major components of our food are. So the components of the food, if the food is consisting of the components like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, water, uh, then the drugs, or if all these are present in our food, then we call that food to be as a balanced diet. Okay, so the major components of our food are carbohydrates, proteins, and the fats. All here, all the carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, all are considered to be as the major component of our food. Hence, the answer is all of these. Third question: which of the following substances do not get digested in our digestive system? Okay, so here the carbohydrates, proteins, fats, are they digested inside our digestive system? Yes, if you take the example of the starch, so the starch is getting digested inside our oral cavity. 30% of the starch is being digested inside our oral cavity. The remaining starch is going to get digested inside the duodenum and some inside the ileum and the jejunum. Like that, the proteins and fats. So proteins and fats, proteins, if partially the proteins are being digested inside the stomach, the complete digestion of the proteins is going to take place inside the duodenum as well as in the ileum and jejunum. Same thing with respect to the fats, but minerals and the vitamins, so they are not being digested inside, they are being absorbed in their original form itself, so they are not being digested in our digestive system. So for the third question, the answer is option C. Fourth question: which of the following are important for our body but required in less amount? Okay, so the options are vitamins, minerals, proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. So here the vitamins and minerals, they are important, they are very important for our body but required in less amount. Okay, fourth question, the answer is option A. Fifth one: which of the following is a function of food? So A, providing energy to the body, providing organic materials for growth and the repair of tissues. Option C, providing organic materials for repair of tissues. Option D is all of these. So here the food what we take, so that food obviously it is going to provide the energy to our body. Okay, then that food is going to help when we take the food, obviously it is going to help in providing the energy to our body. So what is the use when the body takes that energy? What is going to happen? So that energy is being utilized to carry out the activities inside our body. Okay, and when you take the food, so because of that food it is going to help in the growth and the repair of tissues. Wear and tear of the tissues are being repaired. Okay, so hence A and B both are correct. So the same thing is being mentioned in the option C also. All the A, B and C are the correct answer. Hence the answer for fifth question is option D. Sixth question, digestion in our body takes place by means of option A, biochemical method, mechanical method, both of the above, it means biochemical and mechanical method. Option D is a chemical method. So digestion in our body takes place by means of the two method, that is exactly it is the mechanical method and as well as the biochemical method. Why biochemical method? Because chemically what the food is being digested, so to chemical digestion what the substances they are being using, so they are being synthesized inside the body of an human being who are having the life. So because of that it is called as biochemical method. Okay, so option C is the correct answer. Seventh one, which of the following molecules are not utilized by our body in their original form? Option A, all biomacromolecule. Option B, all bio micromolecule. Option C, biomolecules having molecular weight less than 1000 Dalton, and option D is all of these. Okay, so here the what they are asking is the molecules which are not utilized by our body in their original forms, means here the food substances which are having the molecular weight more than 1000 Dalton, they are called as macromolecules. So biomacromolecules cannot be utilized by our body in their original form, that's why they are being digested. So for the seventh question the answer is option A. Eighth one, human digestive system consists of the alimentary canal and the associated glands. That's why the answer is both A and B. Next question, the role of water in our body is to acts as medium for transport of substances, provide medium for all metabolic reactions. Third one, prevent dehydration of body, and option D is all of these. Okay, so the water is going to act as a medium for the transport of substances, so that is the role of the water. It provides the medium for all metabolic reactions. Metabolic reaction means to construct the energy, two process of reactions are going to occur. Okay, so that is anabolism and catabolism, both together it is called as the metabolism. Construction of energy and the destruction of energy requires the medium, so that also is being given by the water. Prevent dehydration of body. Dehydration means the removal of water substances from the body, so the water is going to prevent our body which is going to get the dehydrated. So hence the ninth question the answer is option D. 10th question, the anterior opening of the alimentary canal is, so the anterior opening of the alimentary canal is the mouth. So here anus, mouth, they are, you have come across those parts, you have come across with the alimentary canal. What is this vestibule and the pupil? Vestibule and pupil, they are the they don't consider they are the parts of the alimentary canal. Vestibule is going to come under your sensory organ, that is in the ear. Pupil, it is with respect to your eye. They both are the parts with inside your ear and the eye. Okay, 11th question. The posterior opening of the alimentary canal is the posterior opening of the alimentary canal is the anus. Okay, so here the options are same of that of the 10th one, vestibule and the pupilla. They are the sense organs of your parts of your uh, ear and the eye. 12th one, teeth of a human are the teeth of a human are thecodont, typhodont, heterodont, and option D is all of these. So the human teeth, they are present in the socket of the jawbone, that's why they are called as thecodont. Human teeth are diphyodont, which means the two sets of the teeth are observed during the lifetime of the individual, that is the milk teeth and the permanent teeth. Then the human teeth are also called the heterodont because of the different types of the teeth. So that's why the teeth of the human are said to be as thecodont, diphyodont and heterodont. So 12th question, the answer is all of these. Next, 13th question. If tooth is embedded in a socket of jawbone, then it is known as, just now I said, the tooth, if they are embedded in the socket of the jawbone, then they are called as the thecodont. Next question. Marasmus is found in. So this, what is this marasmus? The marasmus, it is found in case of the old age person. Okay, so about this marasmus, what this you might have come across because of the balanced diet. If the food is not called considered to be as the balanced diet, means if the proper amount of the calories, calcium is not present in the food what we are going to take, so that is going to make the people to suffer with the diseases like kwashiorkor, then marasmus. Okay, 15th one. In majority of mammals including human, two sets of teeth gets formed during their lifetime. These teeth are called, if the two sets of the teeth are being formed during the lifetime of the individual, then it is called as diphyodont. Next, 16th question. An adult human has 32 permanent teeth which are of 4 different types and are called. So 32 permanent teeth which are of 4 different types of the teeth, and that is called as a heterodont. Next, 17th question. Arrangement of teeth in each half of the upper and the lower jaw in the order incisors, canines, premolars, molars is represented by. It is each half of the upper and lower jaw in the order of incisors, canines, premolars and molars, means it is represented by a dental formula. Next, 18th one. The dental formula of a human is, so 2 are incisors, one is canine, 2 are premolars and 3 are molars. So 2 1 2 3 divided by 2 1 2 3 is the dental formula of the human beings. So next, 19th question. You can observe, it is the diagram which is labeled with A, B, C, D and E. So here what are those A, B, C stands for? So here the, you can observe from D, E, A and B. So that D is the D, E, A and B, they are the teeth which are present in our the jaws. So that D, it is your incisors, E is canine, and the A is premolars, and B is the molars. Okay, here in the other side you can see they have shown the C, a cavity like, so the cavity is nothing but they are the sockets of the jaw bone. Next, 20th question. The dental formula is given to show. The dental formula is given to show the structure of molars, number and types of teeth in both jaws, C, homodont condition, D, diphyodont condition. So homodont condition means the same no different types of teeth are being observed. Okay, so the dental formula is given to show the number of teeth and the type of teeth which are present in both the jaws, upper and the lower jaws. Next, the hardest substance in vertebrate body is. So the hardest substance in vertebrate body is enamel. Here you might have observed the other options like keratin, dentine, chondrin. So chondrin is the cell which are present in the cartilaginous tissue. It is called chondrin. Okay, dentine, it is the part of the teeth only. Next, 23rd question. Select the incorrect statement among the following about the human tongue. Option A, the human tongue has freely movable muscular organ. It is attached to the floor of oral cavity by the frenulum. Option C, the upper surface of the human tongue has small projections called papillae. Option D, all papillae of human tongue bear the taste buds. So here the incorrect statement about the human tongue is all papillae of human tongue bear the taste buds, because all the papillae, here 4 types of the papillae are there. What are those? Fungiform, filiform, foliate and circumvallate. So among these 4 types, all the types of papillae are not having the taste buds. Next, 24th question. The tongue is attached to the floor of oral or buccal cavity is called. So the connection of the tongue to the buccal cavity or oral cavity is called frenulum. Next, 25th question. Which of the following acts as a common passage for food and the air? So here the common passage for the food and air is the pharynx. So here larynx, it is the sound box. Esophagus, it is the food pipe. Glottis, it is the opening of the windpipe. Next, 26th question. A cartilaginous flap called dash prevents the entry of food into the glottis. That is, the glottis is the opening of a windpipe during swallowing. So the cartilaginous flap which is present at the opening of which is attached to the opening of the windpipe, that is called the glottis. So the cartilaginous flap is called the epiglottis, which is going to prevent the entry of food inside the windpipe during the swallowing of food. Swallowing is also called as a deglutition. Next, 27th question. Select the total number of correct statement from the following. So the statement 1, esophagus and trachea, that is trachea means it is the windpipe open into the pharynx. Statement 2, the hard chewing surface of the teeth made up of dentine helps in the mastication of food. Next, C, the oral cavity leads to long pharynx which serves as a common passage for food and air. D, the tongue is freely movable muscular organ attached to the roof of the oral cavity by the frenulum. So here these are the 4 statements. Among these 4 statements, how many are of the correct? So if you take the D, the tongue is freely movable muscular organ, 100% it is correct, but it is attached to the floor of the oral cavity. But here what they have given it, they have given it as a roof of the oral cavity. So this statement is wrong. C, the oral cavity leads into long pharynx. Actually, pharynx is not a long part, it is very short, which is going to serve as a common passage for food and the air. Option B, the hard chewing surface of the teeth, which is made up of the enamel, helps in the mastication of the food. So here they have given it as dentine. So B, C, D, all these 3 statements are not correct, whereas the statement A, that is esophagus and trachea, open into the pharynx. So only one statement is correct. So in the option A is 1. So the 27th question, the answer is 1, that is option A. 28th, stomach is divided into how many major parts? Here, so you might have observed in some of the textbooks they have given the stomach as 4 parts. In some it is given it as 3 parts. Okay, but stomach has 4 parts. But here the question is how many major parts? Major parts are 3 only. 29th, which part of the stomach open into the first part of a small intestine? So the stomach is having the major 3 parts. What are those major 3 parts? Cardiac, fundic and pyloric. Okay, body is the minor part of the stomach. Okay, here the last part of the stomach is called pyloric. So this pyloric is going to open out or open into the first part of the small intestine, that is called duodenum. Next, 30th question, which of the following is highly coiled part of small intestine? So the small intestine is having 3 parts. What are those? Duodenum, jejunum and the ileum. Okay, so duodenum is a U-shaped part of the small intestine, whereas jejunum is a coiled part of coiled and the middle part of the small intestine. Ileum is the last part, but it is highly coiled. Okay, so for 30th question the answer is option C. The remaining questions I will be discussing in the next class. So about this document I'll be attaching this link in this video. Even you also can go for practicing it. Thank you.